It was just after 8 p.m. in Colombia. Inside a small neighborhood restaurant, a 42-year-old Canadian-Colombian man sat alone near the back, waiting for his meal, completely unaware that his photograph had been circulating online for weeks, and unaware that a highly coordinated assassination was already in motion. He didn't know that a multi-million-dollar bounty had been placed on his head, or that a network of hired killers had already tracked him to this exact location. And he certainly didn't know that the man who allegedly ordered his death was a former Olympic snowboarder who had risen through the criminal world to become one of the most wanted fugitives on the planet. At around 8:13 p.m., a gunman walked casually through the door, moved with purpose toward the back table, and without hesitation raised a handgun and fired 5 rounds into the victim's head. The killing was fast, clinical, and carried out in front of a room full of stunned bystanders. Within seconds, the shooter vanished back into the streets of Medellin, leaving behind a single unmistakable message. This is what happens when you agree to testify against Ryan Wedding. The murder might have just disappeared into the long list of contract killings that plague Colombia, but on November 19, 2025, everything changed. In Washington, D.C., officials from the FBI, the U.S. Justice Department, the State Department, and the RCMP stepped up to the podium and announced one of the most explosive criminal updates North America has seen in years. A new indictment had been unsealed, dozens of arrests had been made across 3 countries, and the reward for information leading to the capture of Ryan James Wedding had been raised to an unprecedented $15 million. The message from law enforcement was unified and direct. The former Canadian Olympian was now considered one of the most dangerous criminal figures operating anywhere in the Western Hemisphere, standing beside a giant wanted poster showing Wedding's face. U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi described him as the architect of a transnational drug empire capable of moving more than 6 metric tons of cocaine a year. He allegedly moved it from Colombia, through Mexico and California, and into Canada and American cities. She said he wasn't just a trafficker, but the leader of a violent operation that relied heavily on intimidation, extortion, and murder to protect its interests. Behind her, FBI Director Kash Patel went even further, calling Wedding a modern-day Escobar, someone who, in his words, engineered a level of narco-terrorism that federal agents had not encountered in a very long time. At the same briefing, RCMP Commissioner Mike Duham confirmed that 7 Canadians with ties to the network had been arrested the day before. Their charges ranged from cocaine trafficking to conspiracy to commit murder, and all of them were now expected to be extradited to the United States to stand trial. Thanks for watching or listening to this episode from Sad Girl Productions. More stories are available on the channel.